Good morning, it's JoJo with JoJo Knows, and happy Wednesday, everybody. What JoJo knows this morning is that I get it. We all have those childhood friends. We have those friends from the neighborhood, those friends, them ride or dies, who was there with you through it all, thick and thin. But when you make a decision to head in a certain direction that your friends can't relate to, baby, you need some more friends. Now, I'm not saying that you divorce these friends, but there might need to be a separation. You might not be able to hang out as much, and you might not be able to go to certain places that you used to go to. Why? Because you are trying to grow. You're trying to evolve. And if you hold on to these relationships where you can't break through, they are going to prevent you and hinder you from reaching to maximizing the level of success that you are striving for. Let me tell you something. When I was 23, and I've told y'all the story of how I became a teacher. 23, school teacher. Blessed. Blessed. It was also the year that they were cutting teachers because of funding, and my principal, Dr. Wiedmeyer, gave me a position the next year. I'm talking about teachers working 5 years, 10 years, 15 years laid off. But my passion showed. I rocked that classroom, and she gave me a job for the following fall. Now, it was also the same year where in the state of Florida, they required a subject area. I didn't have a subject area. I was ESD K through 12 certified, so she told me, Joe, you'll need a subject area. Whether it's math, science, social studies, English, get you a subject area or you can't come back next year. I said, okay. Now, I was young, y'all. So when I left work, instead of going home and studying, I was in the hood. I was at the music store. I was going out at night. I didn't have friends who had careers. I didn't have friends who were school teachers. I didn't have friends who were on the same path as me. I had a different journey. So my friends came from the hood. My friends came from the bottom. Some of my friends was on Section 8. Some of my friends had multiple kids. Some of my friends didn't work. Some of my friends didn't know anything about education unless they were going to get a refund check and then dropping out. Some of my friends were still working in the club. Now, can you imagine if I had some friends who were in the same place I was in the same direction with the same desires and the same dreams and the same goals? But I didn't have that. I didn't have that positive energy around me. And it's not to say that the friends that I had were bad. It's just you are the company that you keep. And so if I was around a different circle of friends, how empowering, inspiring, how motivating, how that energy would have bounced off of them onto me. And I'm certain that I would have had my priorities together. But instead, I was on something else because my circle was on something else. And birds of a feather flock together. Despite the fact that I had soared, my wings were still clipped. And so what JoJo knows this morning is that some of you all have the right mindset. You have the right desires. You are driven. You know what you want. But at the same time, you have these certain friends who you also love and you have a loyalty to. The loyalty starts with self. If you want to make it to where you are trying to go, you need to build new relationships. You need more friends. You might even have to divorce these friends, or if not divorce, separate. And surround yourself around people with the same commonalities, the same desires, the same dreams. Because if not, these old friends, see, they can't relate to what you want. They can't relate to the desires of your heart. And you can't get mad because they can't relate. But these other people, they can, they will, and they will support you, they will empower you. It's up to you. How far do you want to go? These other friends, they either going to stop you, it's going to take you longer, or you might not ever get there, or the roads and milestones it's going to take. If only you had broadened your horizons. It's a whole nother story. Can you imagine if I had surrounded myself around people like me back then? I didn't go back to school the following year. Now, I was able to go back to teaching a couple years later, but just Just imagine how that story would have ended if I had surrounded myself around people who were on the same path as me. Broaden your horizons. Separate yourself and be loyal to you. How bad do you want the things that you want? I still have friends from the hood to this day. But there's a time and a place. There's a balance. And I also have some other friends on different levels where I'm at. And you need that. You need that. There has to be a common ground. If not, you'll sink. That's what JoJo knows. Can you handle your truth? This message is long as hell. Gotta go. Bye.